currently on, if you subscribe to Paramount Plus, just another streaming service, you'll see that there is so much Star Trek content. If you're a Star Trek fan, now is the time to be alive. And they have like all the old Star Trek content on there. So if you want to binge watch, Next Generation or DS9, whatever, you can go and see all that. But there's all this new content, and they just dropped, not just, but fairly recently came out with a Star Trek that is for Star Trek fans. There's a lot of content on these Star Trek shows that people are not in love with.
Yeah.
And I kind of get it, but I think these are solid shows anyway, but this one is for the Star Trek fans. If you're a fan of kind of the cool captain, or the captain who knows what's up, and they're going around and they're exploring, and they have the big bad waiting for them, and so that's why you should be watching Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
Oh yeah, let me see if I can do this. Hold on.
That's the one.
Deal with that algorithm.
That's the one.
No, but
you're gonna get banned for that one.
No, it's funny you brought up this show, and I've kind of fell off. I love like the original Star Trek, top of the food chain, the series. I feel like you can go, like the Twilight Zone, you can go back and keep watching that, and it just pulls you in every time. And then I started falling off. I love next gen stuff too, but this show feels like it was one that was going to pull me back into that Star Trek universe.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be the one to pull you back. It's before Kirk. It's right before Kirk. They're in the Enterprise. It's Captain Pike, and you have younger Spock.
Young Spock and Captain Pike not in the tin can.
No.
Not in the tin.
And they introduced Captain Pike to like this new generation in Star Trek Discovery. And immediately, from the word go, I was like, I need a show with him. And I think that happened. Either they were planning a new show with him. Oh, so
he was introduced with the girl that came over from Walking Dead, and where she was the cat. Was he introduced in that series?
Yeah. And so, yep. And so he was introduced there. And from the word go, it's like, man, I need a show with him. He needs his own crew.
And
and we got it. And I was so excited
awesome.
when they announced that. And
that's very cool.
Really good.
Yeah, that is high on my list. And I think I told Mario this. I don't know if I told you this before, JJ, but here's my tie-in with Star Trek is my name, Jeffrey. All my other brothers were like, we're going to give you biblical names. And like, what about you? You know that guy that's in the Star Trek, Jeffrey Hunter, that's playing Captain Pike? That's who. So I got named after the original captain, not nice. James Tiberius Kirk, Pike.
That's awesome.
Played by Jeffrey Hunter.
Then you're going to love this new Captain Pike.
All right, so yeah, that's what Paul, I was like, that is a show of destiny for me. And I like that they're going back to the original format, right? They always had like the long story with the Klingons and stuff that they had their enemies, right. But they still had their, I hate to use this term because sometimes it's derogatory for shows, but the freak of the week. Right. But sometimes that's okay when it's a very compelling story.
Yeah.
And of course you do want more, and then that's the way you make it recurring. And I feel like, did it start going back to that format? Like it's something new, like he said in the original show, he's like to explore strange new worlds.
And that's exactly what it is they're going around, and I think we're like 5-6 episodes in, and you're getting like a race that maybe you were introduced to in the original series, and you kind of get to see them again, or or something new. You're always getting, so it's the new hijinks of the week essentially.
Yes.
And then but there's an overarching, end game. There's an overarching story that you got the end game with the big bad guy. Not the Klingons, it seems this time.
Okay.
And so it's been a lot of fun to watch, and I remember just sitting down going, man, this is a lot of fun. I like this.
That's good. Yeah, and that's what Star Wars and Star Trek, that was the whole thing, is it's supposed to be fun. It was a lot of people considered it like garbage TV, but it was expanding your mind. It was doing a lot of things that were ahead of its time, right? The StarTAC phone, like they were doing that. You know, it was born from that. It was inspiring real scientists and inspiring people to do great things. So
Everything on Star Trek exists now.
yeah,
Every single device that they ever
true,
used
right?
actually exists.
that is bizarre that it really has gotten to that point.
Yeah, it's just us trying to catch up to Star Trek.
Except the Brundlefly teleporters, because of Brundlefly.
just need
I mean,
that.
we're close. I mean, Elon Musk is treating us like bank tubes and trying to shoot us across. Eventually, it's just like, well, we're going to have to disintegrate you. Then we'll shoot you across. That was my Elon Musk, which I guess I sound like.
That's not no one's doing Elon Musk, so that's pretty good.
That's true, yeah. Not a lot of Elon Musk out there, so yeah, that works.
All right.